The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold6 is here, and while I haven't been able to test it out extensively, I can at least answer a few key questions. Let's dive in. And the first thing you have to know about the Z Fold6 is, yeah, it's pretty much a spec bump. And I say spec bump specifically because the only thing that really changed is the processor, because just like the S24 series, it's getting a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. That's going to be paired with the same amount of RAM and storage, so that's 12 gigabytes of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage. Samsung did, however, address one key pain point with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, and that's cooling. So this version of the Fold now has a much larger vapor cooling chamber, and I forgot the exact number that they gave during the presentation, but you can see the difference in the B-roll I'm showing you guys. Which is also a neat little segue to what the Fold 6 has to offer this time around, because it's all about refinements. I just showed you guys the vapor cooling chamber, but more of the work was really done on the outside of the Fold. For instance, you might have noticed that it's a lot less rounded than the Fold 5, so the look ties more into the S24 Ultra. The frame has been given a matte finish, which is great since one of my biggest complaints about the design of the Fold 5 was the frame, because it was a bit of a fingerprint magnet. The camera nodules are also larger as well, and that's to protect the lenses themselves from scratches. It's also a little bit thinner and lighter compared to the Fold 5, and every little tweak they made actually made a difference when it comes to the overall feel of this phone. And since this is the year of AI in everything, you can also expect all the Galaxy AI features that were introduced earlier this year, plus a couple of extra things, but one of their highlight features is dual screen live interpreter. So you can ask for directions while traveling a bit more fluidly. Translations will be shown on the cover screen, so you don't have to huddle over the phone or keep showing the screen to the person you're talking to. So again, we've seen interpreter with the release of the S24 series, but with the cover screen on the Fold and the Flip, it's just a lot more elegant. So like I said, it's more of a specs bump since the screen size are pretty much the same. I mean, you get a 0.1 inch difference on the cover screen, and I guess that's because it's a bit more squared off this time, but it's the same panel for both the cover and the main display. We're getting the same camera setup as well, so I'm expecting output to be pretty much the same. No big deal since we recently did a 1 year later video on the Fold 5, and you can see that it still takes great photos. The biggest change, however, to the Fold this year is the price. Since the base model is now 105,990 pesos compared to the 98,000 from last year's model. I'll have all the pricing details for each of the models in the description down below, but I was pretty shocked when they shared the pricing with us. We'll have to see if all these refinements to the Fold will make the pricing worth it, but that's pretty much it for this one. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. My name is Tito James. Peace, God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next video.